loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Brian.
And we've got a book review this week. We're going over I Kill Giants by Joe Kelly and Ken Niimura. Originally published in 2008 by Image. It is a 7-issue series. What'd you think?
I did not like it.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. I liked it a lot.
You liked it way too much.
I think it's great.
I know. I'm in awe that you put it up there with Joe the Barbarian.
Yes.
It is it's not even the same universe as Joe the Barbarian for me.
Okay, that's fair. Why do you think so?
Our main character, Barbara Thorson, is wildly unlikable.
Yeah, she's an asshole.
Yeah.
I think in the best kind of way, though.
I mean, she's justified in her trauma. Like, we'll get to the point, but she's got some shit going on. But I have very little patience for people who take their shit out on other people. And you try to apply context, like she is a young high school girl who is probably already unstable with her emotions.
She's in fifth grade.
Oh, is she fifth grade?
She's 10.
10?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's already unstable. She's 10?
She's 10 years old. She's in 5th grade.
She's
11 max.
Then she's a mega nerd. Mm-hmm. The way she's all into D&D.
Yeah. She is a mega nerd. She's all about fantasy stuff.
Yeah, 10-year-old
D&D.
10-year-old DMs. That's
something.
That's the biggest part of fiction, I think, in here, because being a DM is a lot of fucking work, bro.
But she is a gigantic asshole. But I think in the best, it's a very entertaining way, because she doesn't actively go after anybody. It's just anyone interacts with her, she's always got like a quick comeback. She's always got a snarky remark. She's like super quick. She's super sharp, and I find that endearing to read. Would I want to be around her? No. But I like reading it.
When I tend to have more empathy for characters that are around characters like her, like she has siblings. She has an older sister, Karen, and an older brother, Dave. She's the youngest.
She's the youngest,
yeah.
I believe.
That's the way it comes off, right? Cat out of the bag. Her mom has cancer.
Yes.
Her mom is dying of cancer, and you don't find that out till the end of the story.
I think...
What's in the middle?
It's like issue 4 or 5 you find out.
But again...
You could put it together beforehand.
You spend the first few issues kind of going like, what the fuck's wrong with this girl? Like, why? There's something. There's something, you know? And Karen is like cooking dinner and holding down work and doing the best she can. And she has these asshole kids playing D&D at her table while she's trying to get dinner ready, and they come off ungrateful and rude, and it's Karen was way more empathetic. I'd rather read a story about Karen's struggle. And the new girl, Sophia, who is a friend that she makes, because everybody in school already writes her off as being the weirdo nerd girl.
Yeah, they think she's a freak,
and she's already got the shit going on. Besides, odds are if you had some like pre-context, I'm willing to bet that Barbara was already an outsider.
Yes.
Just being the kid who was a comic book nerd and a D&D nerd 100%. Back in the 90s, I can,
yes.
But it's not. I was the same kind of outsider. I was the same kind of nerd. I can understand where she's coming from. It didn't make me be a dick to anyone. My mom also died of cancer. I didn't take it out on anyone. I look at everything about this girl and I'm like, you did it the wrong way and you are an asshole.
Yeah, but everyone handles it in different ways. It's gonna manifest in different ways. It was pure denial.
She has a few rare moments where she beats the shit out of her bully, and you're like, yeah, fuck that bully. Like, yeah, you should have beat the shit out of her. But she also goes into like a Wolverine berserker rage and clocks her only friend in the face
as an accident. She was trying to break up the fight.
Right. But it's one of those things. It's like, have some goddamn self-control. Like, you have one friend in the world, maybe don't punch them in the face. Like, because not only are you hurting and sad, but you might have some damn rage issues. Like,
oh, she definitely has anger issues. It's funny because she says something in here, and when I read it, I thought of you. Immediately. She says, and I'm a little mean to people who are dumb, and most people are dumb.
Yeah, that's it. I said out loud, I'm like, hard to argue.
You know what? I find her endearing because she's just being her, like, she's just unapologetically being herself. Like, always. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care what anybody thinks.
Yeah, and in regards of, like, the nerd badge, like, yeah, let your nerd flag fly. Like, wear that as a badge of honor.
And she's got, for a 10-year-old girl, she's got balls bigger than most people.
Oh, yeah. And people are, like, in awe of that and, like, recognize it. Like, there's the briefly, you know, which I would have liked to have seen more of her at the comic shop down in the basement where they play the role-playing games.
Yeah.
And I forget who shows up looking for her there. But
Sophia's tracking her down, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody in the shop's like, oh, like, you know, she's down, like, she's...
Yeah. It's like, you don't play like her, do you?
Yeah,
And
right.
She's like, no,
right.
I don't know how to play anything. Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got, like, cred. Like,
one of the first things she does is she has a bully. I forget her name because she's just around.
Taylor. Yeah.
One of the first things that happens is, like, she comes and messes with Barbara, and she's like has her hand out for something, and Barbara just spits in her hand.
Yeah, just spits in her
There's
hand.
no fucks.
Yeah.
Absolutely none. I don't know. It's for her being a gigantic asshole. I like her, and she has a full character arc. You see her, deal with what she's going through, because
Right.
she has this, like, fantasy life, right? Like, she has this little heart purse she carries with her, and inside is her magic hammer, her magic warhammer called Kovaleski, which is named after a Phillies player from, like, the early 1900s, and he was known as the Giant Killer because he, you know, struck out the Giants at the time or whatever.
Right.
And her whole thing is she kills giants, hence the name of the book. So there's, like, this whole, like, lore in there about it, but she always has it with her. I don't know where I was going with that now. I lost my train of thought.
Well, we talk about the purse and the hammer and...
Yeah, so the hammer is like a keychain. Right? But in her head, it's this giant killing hammer.
Yeah, for the most part, the story is, like, grounded in reality, but there are these, like, flashes of imagination.
Yes.
Where she's actually fighting giants and dealing...
Well, one time, but, like, the rest... You see pixies all over the place.
All over the place.
She talks to the pixies. You see other, like, fantastical beings.
There's only one fight with a giant.
Yeah.
But she talks like she has dealt with this shit before.
Right.
Whether, like, you know, she's referring to campaigns or her imagination or whatever the case may be, this is not new to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just cool seeing her interact with this stuff. But I was going with this arc. So you see her kind of dealing with her emotional stress and the thing of, by living in this fantasy world, saying, like, all this is happening and this is how I'm dealing with it, and then, like, have it slowly broken down over time because of Sophia and Miss Molly, her
counselor at work.
Yeah.
At school.
At school.
At work.
Which one of their first meetings is what does she say? Hold on. To meet with Barbara, and Barbara says something, whatever, and Miss Molly's black, and she goes, I'm not racist. Like, I don't need you or whatever, but I'm not racist. It's not because you're black.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to talk to you, but it's not because your color. Yeah, and again, I like Miss Molly.
I like Miss Molly because she is incredibly persistent.
Yeah, she cares. She shows up at homes. She's doing the extra work. She's not just like, I clock out when school's out. You know.
And what was it? In one of the, she starts to, like, Barbara completely blocks her off, but because Miss Molly's consistent and persistent and tries to, like, dig into what's going on, she's like, oh, baseball, oh, cool, or whatever. Like,
right,
she saw her
ways to connect.
Giants, tell me about giants, and that's how she kind of breaks through, and they actually, like, have her, like, something happen. But Miss Molly starts to bring some stuff up, or she's, like, gets a little loud with her, and Barbara slaps her across the face.
Yeah.
And then, like, later, like, it's like everyone gets one. Like, it's heightened emotions. She didn't tell the principal. It's like, everybody gets one.
Which was like, I mean, honestly, out of, like, nobility on character is, like, that's, like, the biggest show of affection in this book, where it's like, nope, you're in a hurting place, you got a lot of shit going on, like, we're going to let that slap slide. And it's like, yeah. But that's the thing. It's like you see her mistreat her sister, who's doing the best she can.
I feel terrible for Karen, because she's trying to hold everything together, and she's in her early 20s, maybe?
Yeah, she slaps the counselor that's doing the best to be there for her. Slaps the only friend she has. It's like, man, you have physically assaulted two people and shit on someone who is trying to feed and clothe you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Karen is a terrible cook on all accounts.
Hey, listen.
She's doing her best.
Yeah, she's doing her best.
That's her whole thing. And you can tell, like, she's burying herself in her work to avoid dealing with it.
Right.
We get very limited time with Karen, but she's always talking about work. She's always talking about, like, what she needs to do there and she get there and,
how to get promotions and get better and level
so
up.
she's avoiding her own, like, dealing with it by burying herself in her job, I think. And that comes across a little bit. Dave is a non-entity.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But the giant is basically a metaphor for the dealing with the oncoming of the mother's death.
That's what, like, so it's framed as it's a titan. There's a difference between titans and giants.
Yep.
Where titans are like gods.
Titans are mega giants.
They're unbeatable or whatever.
Yeah.
And going in, the titan is Cancer, right? Like, that's what it's framed as. But it's revealed later when they actually, like, she goes to deal with it. It's not. It's like her fear of death. And the titan wasn't there to kill her mother. He was there to, like, help Barbara overcome her fear of death, which was a nice little spin on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I beat the thing and now everything's better. So, yeah, it's just...
Yeah, it was weird. That was weird too, where she kind of like has her fist bump moment with the giant at the end.
Yeah.
Which I was like, see? I was like, I was just getting you ready. Like, I was your Professor Zoom. I'm making you better. It's like, what?
But, like, you have the mini arcs too with Barbara and Sophia's friendship, where, like, Sophia is, like, super upbeat and trying to be friends with Barbara, and then they have a falling out, and because they care about each other, they both have moments where they go and find the other one. Like, there's just lots of emotional stuff in there.
Yeah,
and this is
Sophia's a super good friend.
Yes, and this is a book that made me, like, tear up.
I didn't get that.
No.
Nah,
the end got me. Not like the end. Then, like, once she comes after the giant fight and she realizes, like, the nugget of advice that you get from the Titan started to get me, and then when she's like, okay, I get it, and she gets into bed with her mom, that got me.
Yeah, I mean, the getting into the bed with her mom was a nice sentiment, you know, but, like, man, I was already too angry at this character. I was like, you suck. I hate you. I also don't care for the art.
That's fair. It's a real loose, like, anime kind of style. I enjoy it. I think it fits. Also, like, look how the mom was portrayed throughout the book, because there's this whole mystery, like, for the first little bit where she doesn't go upstairs.
Yeah.
And there's something horrible upstairs calling her name. And it's just like, Barbara. Like it's big black scary letters.
I thought it was going to, honestly, I thought it was going to lead towards an abusive dad.
Well, the dad is absentee dad.
Yeah, he's just absentee.
So she's avoiding upstairs because she can't deal with her mom. And even when we first start to get, like, the concrete evidence that her mom is sick, she's blocking out hearing what people are saying about it. Like, we have to talk to your mom. She has cancer. It's like the words in the word bubbles are scribbled out in black. So she's actively canceling that shit out. And then the first fight with the bullies, where she gets beat unconscious, she ends up back in her room, and she's like, oh no, I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm upstairs. And she's got to sneak down. She goes back past her mom's room, and you just see this horrible, like, ghoul strapped to, like, a rack with, like, a bunch of demons behind it, like, screaming her name. It's just, I don't know, it's all of it. All of it is very emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's emotionally resonant, I think, is a better term.
It's a fine term.
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to talk about it. Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm trying to have a conversation about it, about the book. Just bringing things up, and you're giving me nothing.
Yeah, I really didn't like it.
Like, why? So specifically, why didn't you like it? What killed it for you?
Her character. Like, it was hard to be empathetic for her. You know, even like, once you know what's going on, it's like, I'm empathetic toward. So, all right, when you have someone who behaves like that, it's like, this thing is happening to other people. You are not making it easier, you know? So, Like, I don't like people like that. Like, if I'm Karen's little sister or little brother, I'm going to look at the struggle that this character is going through and try to make it as easy as I fucking can on them.
Right.
And have some goddamn empathy. That, and I was a mama's boy too. I can't relate to not wanting to see my mother in any state.
Okay.
You know, granted, I had the perspective to go through this scenario as an adult, but at any age, like, I couldn't imagine not wanting to see my mom.
I mean, I'm not that kind of person either, like the type of person she is, but like imagine being a 10-year-old and just going, I can't, like not being able to mentally deal with it.
Sure.
So you put these blinders on and you block it and you turn it into this thing that's over here that is a nightmare that you can just avoid.
Especially at 10. Especially at 10. At 10, my mom was my whole world.
But imagine it trying to accept that, like, that world is going away. Like, that is crashing, like, wasting away.
If perhaps I had some context of their relationship prior, you know?
The most you get's, like, a photo where they're at a baseball game together.
Right.
And she's pasted over a demon head on top of her mom. Because she can't, like, even look at her.
Yeah, I mean, that in itself is, like, I couldn't imagine doing something that, honestly, I feel deplorable. Like, you know?
But
So, you know, and again, a lot of, like, what you see in here, you don't know whether you can trust it or not. Like, I didn't know if this girl was actually going to really fight a giant at some point.
Yeah.
You know, because you see the fairies and sprites throughout the story, and they're not interactive. They're kind of just like...
Yeah, they're doing their own thing. Yeah,
doing their own thing.
She has a conversation with one.
Yeah. At one point. So you're kind of like... So, like, that conversation almost, like, lulls you in to... Yeah, they're there. They're doing their thing. They're there.
Yeah.
You know? And the fact that they don't interact with everything is like, yeah, they have their shit to do. So you kind of get, like, the perception that, like, things are really happening when they're not. So... Did she envision the head over the mom's picture, or did she, like, actually paste a picture? Like
no, there's literally a little piece of tape. Yeah,
right. So if that was just something that she saw because of mental distress, okay, that's her eyes playing tricks on her. And
well, that's what the room is. The mom reveal, like her, like being the ghoul in the bed.
Right.
Like her,
right.
That's what she saw. She projected
that's
it.
Like what she was trying, you know, like to make herself. Feel better to not see the reality of it.
It's you're avoiding it. You're actively going, I can't deal with this. I'm not going to.
Right, but the reality
is being avoided.
Could be horrifically worse, as opposed to demons and scary monsters. Seeing your mom hooked up with tubes and
that's much worse than she can. She can envision fighting monsters. That's nothing. But her mom's dying. She can't deal with that.
But regardless, I couldn't even fathom working up to a point where I am taping over my mother's face. There's no...
It's 100% avoidance, is avoid all costs. That's why she can't even go upstairs. She can't go walk past the room. She has a little fort in the basement.
And I couldn't imagine that.
Well, look, it's hard to get in people's headspaces sometimes. Sure. But it's just exercise, like I said, in just avoidance at all costs.
Yeah.
Because it would hurt too much to deal with it.
I get it. I just find her wildly unlikable.
Yes, because she is. She's a little asshole. But again, I think in a charming way.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are moments where she's cool as shit, like spitting in a bully's hand and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, she has her moments.
And those bullies are like...
They suck.
Crazy.
They are... Yeah, they're like... 80s movie John Cusack bullies.
Like, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah, like...
You know, so I had two moments... There were two moments in the book where for me, I was like, oh, this is clearly, like, in her head kind of thing. Like, as far as, like, her imagination stuff. There are two moments where I go, is this really happening?
Yeah, that bully has some vile dialogue.
Yeah, terrible. The first moment is Sophia... Barbara sets up a trap on the beach because her backyard leads up to a beach. She sets a trap with bait on the beach for, like, giants to walk into, whatever. Sophia knows about it, and she gets manipulated by Taylor and the other bullies into telling her, like, about Barbara's secrets. So they go and they destroy the trap.
Well, wasn't it after Barbara slapped Sophia in the face, too?
I don't remember. There was a lot of abuse in here that was like, what the fuck? But so Sophia tells about the trap, and they're breaking it. But Barbara knows they're breaking it because she's seeing like harbingers. So she sees these imaginary beings before she even knows the trap. Like, that's what alerts her that the trap is being destroyed. Mm-hmm. She runs straight there. There's that. And then at the end, when Sophia comes back to the house and Kowaleski, the hammer, is sitting on the deck, there's a giant, like it looked like a hammer, like, cracked through the deck, but it's just a little keychain hanging out there. And Sophia picks it up.
Yeah.
So it's like, those are the two moments where it's like, well, how did she know about that? And how did this not real thing have a physical effect on the deck?
Yeah. But then I'm saying a lot of the stuff is like really ambiguous.
I mean, it's meant to be that way.
Right.
Like, obviously, you take it as like none of that is real. It's all imagination, and like Sophia gets sucked into the.
I think my misconceptions also lead to my disappointment too, because with her name being Thorson and her having the hammer and stuff like that, the big hammer on the cover of the book. I kind of expected some kind of mythos and fantasy fiction to come into play here, instead of it being a downtrodden reality story of things that suck in life.
But that's why I equated to Joe the Barbarian. It's kind of the same story.
It's kind of the same story, but Joe the Barbarian is in color, and that fantasy world is way more fanciful, and having the darkness take over the color in that you get visual representation of the light and the dark.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm saying
I know. I'm just saying that the things that like sell Joe for me is there's way more emotion in it. There's way more emotion in it.
I think there's an equal amount of emotion in both.
I think this is outlandish roller coaster ride emotion, from ups and downs of like punching people in the face. Like, it's not. People don't act like this. I mean, people could act like this, but I don't want to know these people.
Sure. Yeah, there are people who act like that. They're terrible.
Yeah.
She ends up being better at the end. Her and Sophia are friends, and it's all happy. They're in 6th grade together.
The point of like a good character that you can rally behind and good nature. I love Joe. Like, I desperately want Joe to go get that soda.
Yes.
I don't give a shit if the fantasy world dies. I don't care if all his toys die. I want Joe to live. I want him to not go into the diabetic coma. I like Joe's mom. I like Jack. I like everything about it. I hate this bitch. I hate her. I don't care that her mom dies. I have no empathy for her. I
don't need to like her to be able to like empathize with her. I don't. And I think they're both stories are about two kids avoiding dealing with loss.
Yes, but she's so unlikable that I don't care that she loses.
Okay. See,
I don't care about her loss because she's so unlikable.
I got sucked in immediately by the story itself. Just a situation, she gets empathy. I guess I excuse the behavior because of how she's dealing with it.
Yeah.
But you have that moment.
I literally screamed at the Joe the Barbarian book. I screamed at it out loud, reading it by myself. Go, drink the fucking soda, kid. Go get the soda.
Okay.
Every time she did something deplorable, I was just like, ugh.
But it's such a sad, like, I think when she's making the trap, she's sitting there, she starts sharpening sticks for the trap. She cuts herself. Mm-hmm. That made me so sad, that moment. But seriously, like, her, like, not being able to deal with, I forget exactly the scene where what happened previous to that, but she's, like, super down, and she ends up cutting herself.
Yeah.
And there's, like, pixies going, whoa, what are you doing? You know? You have the kind of silly stuff around it.
See, like, for me, if she walked through her front door and Karen wasn't home and Dave wasn't home and she was like, I cut myself, and then it would be much more sadder, and I'd be like, oh, like...
Why? No, but she cut herself, like, as in I cut myself to feel something kind of thing.
Oh, she cut herself on purpose?
Yes, not like...
I thought she cut herself accidentally while she was whittling.
No, she was sharpening sticks, and she cut her arm intentionally.
Oh, I don't like that either.
But that's, like, she's trying to cope, and she can't. I don't know. I emotionally, this got me in all kinds of... Even the, after Sophia... I forget what it is. The first fight happens between Sophia and Barbara, and Sophia leaves her a note of "Are we still friends?" And I thought that was adorably cute.
Yeah.
Like, this effort's being made to continue to be friends.
I'm trying to find the stick carving part.
It's a long book.
It's a long book.
7 issues. It reads super quick, though. Like, it's not a hard one.
Yeah, it's not burdened with a lot of dialogue.
I'm checking my notes to see if I can find it.
Well, I'm up to a giant fight, so I know I've already gone too far.
Yep.
I don't know, though. Yeah, this and Friday, your last 2 picks of nerdy girls with glasses.
Okay. I like this better than Friday.
Do I like this more than Friday? No, I don't think I like this more than Friday.
It's in chapter 4.
I don't like Friday much either, but I definitely liked Friday more. There was more going on there.
Okay. I think this is just like a purely emotional story. And I think, again, I had more empathy for her. And I think I was more emotionally connected to this earlier than I was in Joe the Barbarian. Like, you get there with Joe. But I think this drew me in emotionally quicker.
I don't know, one of the first pages of Joe is him sitting at his dad's grave grieving, so I don't like...
Yeah, but you're just being, like, told that and shown it. Like, yeah, sure. But, like, I'm just saying, like, I think this establishes an emotional connection, for me at least, quicker than Joe the Barbarian did.
So I don't know. Like that first chapter in Joe, you get everything right away. You get the dad's dead. They might lose the house. The mom's struggling.
You get exposition. You don't get emotional. You get an info dump, not connected.
An info dump can connect me.
It can.
I understand.
I empathize with him.
Yeah, I understand at that point, dire straits are right away.
Right, but I'm not emotionally connected the same way I was with this.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't get emotionally connected to this at all.
Okay, that's fair. I think this is probably the furthest we've been on a book since Secret Wars. Like, furthest apart on opinion since Secret Wars. I think we've lined up on a lot of shit.
I don't think it's devoid of good qualities. I think there's fun stuff in here. You know.
Oh, there is a lot of humor to help break that emotional.
Yes. Yes. Otherwise, this fucking book is a suicide note.
Yes. Yeah. There's like her interactions with people. Like her being an asshole brings a lot of humor to the thing.
And as much as I don't like the art style, it has like a Sunday Funnies cartoon strip kind of charm to it. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like I'm reading a book like Joe the Barbarian that has like a lot of like reality put into it, and it doesn't like it kind of keeps it lighthearted because it looks cartoony.
It has a lighthearted like look wise, yeah, it's definitely a little more lighthearted look. I think it has a lot of personality in the art too. There's a lot of movement in it, like expressions are good.
And that's the other thing about her. She wears these bunny ears.
She wears I was gonna take a list of animal ears, and I was like, I can't, because she wears bunny ears, cat ears, bear ears. They change.
Right.
Yeah.
But wearing the animal ears with the big giant exaggerated hammer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to read this story. I want to read this girl killing giants. That's the story I wanted to read.
She fought a titan.
No. Without all the emotional context, I want the fun adventure.
That's no fun.
No, that's lots of fun. It's the escapism I look for in comics.
Okay. I like the emotional response. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't need to read books to think about dead mothers. I think about dead mothers every day.
I don't need a book to think about dead mothers. I need a book to get an emotional response out of me. That's what I want. I'm an emotionally baseline guy. Like, it's pretty flat a lot of the time.
Sure.
So anything that can pull a strong emotion out of me, I'm going to give a lot of credit to. Especially if you're going to make me cry. Like, that's a big one. You can making me laugh, that's kind of hard, but it happens. You can make me cry. That didn't happen a lot at all. So there you are.
Mike likes to cry.
I like to cry. Make me cry.
A good cry feels good. Right? You feel good afterwards. Get it out.
Yeah. But like I said, there's lots of humor in here. In the beginning, she's playing D&D with her brother and her brother's friends.
Yeah.
And he's saying some ridiculous shit about like shoving like something up some guy's ass or whatever, and she makes him roll for it, and he doesn't make it. What's he say? She says, "As you wish, Bogith the Merciless makes a savings throw against your obsession with butts."
Which is great. and fun. If it weren't for the fact that Karen came over and put a hot skillet down on the table for dinner, and then got so distracted by her stupid siblings that she put her hand down in a hot skillet and burned her hand. You know, and it's like this girl happens to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's a wrecking ball because she is not emotionally a hold of herself. As soon
I know why. I feel bad for everyone around her.
But as soon as she accepts what's going on, is a switch flips and everything's better. Like she stops being a wrecking ball, and she's like a competent human being with other people again. Like she's a good friend to Sophia. She's a good friend with Miss Molly. She's a better sister to Karen.
Yeah,
Dave again is a non-entity.
Yeah, all it took was the death of her mother to be good to other people.
No. She was better before she died. She was better before she died because she accepted it.
Yeah, I know. She accepted it. She crawled into bed, and her mom expeditedly died, and she moved on with her life.
No. Her mom survived the summer at least into the new school year.
Uh-huh.
So she got to spend all that time with her.
Yeah.
And she didn't even mention it.
And she got to move on.
And now she moved on, yeah.
And now she has all these new friends. Mm-hmm. Life is good.
Life is better. Better than her dying without, being able to say anything to her. Thinking she's a ghoul in a room. I guess that's it.
That is it.
Thanks for listening. If you would like to give us some future books to review, find something that makes me cry.
Don't find stuff to make us cry.
Find something that Brian will like.
Yeah, no dead parent books. I don't need dead parent suggestions. I have 2 dead parents. I don't need to read stories about dead parents.
Okay. You should stop reading Batman.
Dead siblings too. Dead siblings, just no.
Okay, I don't need dead siblings. Send us book reviews. I've got a bunch in the hopper that I'm trying to get a hold of stuff. I'm trying to track down some obscure stuff. It's a little harder, but we'll see. I got some regular ones already.
I tell you, these book reviews make me really fucking appreciate my capes and spandex. Yeah,
I'm all about the indie, baby.
Every time I think I'm done with superheroes, I read this fucking downtrodden shit, and I'm like, please, superheroes, please.
Nope. Give me the good stuff.
Bright colors and fanciful bullshit.
Nope. Sadness and loss. You can send.
That's what life is for.
You can send those suggestions to thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. And you can check out the trades, stories, comics, toys coming through the store on Instagram and Facebook. Links for those will be in the show notes. I think you should definitely read this book.
I think it's a book.
All right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova, sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from my genes. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring.